Brandenburg is about to be maxed out. Once again. Hungary's holding their own. I'm very glad that the
Belgrade Pact is coming.
Is dashing themselves against the Carpathians. That's definitely good for us. Suhan.
That research slot, we should just put it on nuclear research, even if we don't have the bonus. Like, we've got to start. That's what that
Well, here's the thing. If we start before we have the bonus,
you lose its benefit.
We don't ever get the benefit of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we can hold on, especially if we can get our party popularity up 3 more percentage points, which will allow us to have additional political power.
The Romanians are getting over that Carpathian hump.
I mean, they kind of are. Let's see, military factory slots. Hanover has room for 1 more.
How are we doing as far as our equipment deficits? Man, we're getting bamf.
Oh yeah, assault concentrations, overwhelming fire. We are in severe infantry equipment deficit right now.
But we're maxed out on delivering infantry equipment.
We do have 2 divisions that have enough guns to go into battle if we need them.
Well, and we're waiting to justify war goals. That helps.
Yeah. And we're building more military factories like crazy, so...
But we're maxed out on our...
Yep.
Although as the military factories come, obviously the next thing that's going to need them is we're going to need to be building tanks.
Brazil declared war on La Plata. Interesting. So La Plata is...
authoritarian
democracy.
Largely.
Brazil is paternal autocrats.
And they look more or less evenly matched,
It's not an ideological war, it's just an imperialist war. The Platinian War. After the Great South American War of the 1930s, 2 regional powers emerged in South America, Brazil and Argentina, the latter of whom later evolved into the Federation of La Plata. Tensions between these 2 giants, former enemies in the war, now turned rivals for South American domination, have been rising for years, and the La Platan victory against Paraguay and Bolivia did little to ease them. The fragile peace in South America has been finally broken with the beginning of an outright war between the 2 countries, a war that the weakened U.S. will probably not be able to stop. While La Platans are confident in a second victory, Brazilians are ready to achieve revenge for their defeat the last time. Speaking of the U.S., fuck.
The syndicates overran them.
Fuck would be my response to the current state of affairs in the United States.
We gotta get going. That's honestly what that says to me. Like, I'm really glad that we're a few months away from justifying these war goals. We gotta get going.
Yeah.
We gotta get going.
Serbia has capitulated.
To the Kingdom of Hungary.
Hungary,
I'm totally good with that, by the way.
Serbia and Kingdom of Hungary signed a white peace. So
the Belgrade Pact pieced out of the war, basically.
Are they still fighting? Okay, so I guess they all pieced out? Did that change anything? I guess not.
We know it hurt Romania.
We know it hurt Romania. That's the important part, yeah. Improved artillery upgrade. Nebelwerfer. Probably don't need a Nebelwerfer right now. We don't have any Nebels that need Werfing.
Not at the moment.
Let's see, we're very close to being able to get atomic research. We could go direct ground support.
That helps.
Unless there is...
Infantry equipment.
Yeah,
that's more important.
That is definitely more important. And, yeah...
We're just at this point, we're just waiting and have an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So an interesting conversation to be had, right? All right, there's a minister.
Sports' ideology. Yeah, I think we gotta quash that.
We have to. Puts us behind on getting our nuclear theorist, but
yep.
Now we're going down the diplomatic tree, aren't we? Oh no.
Right. I don't think these. Oh, Han and Meitner we do need.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely need that. Then we can go down.
The nuclear guys.
Yeah.
This extra research slot is awesome, though.
Yes. Our infantry is up to date.
Our motorized can be made further up to date.
Well, this is a totally new unit. So mechanized is treated separately. So we could either start doing that now, Panzer
We're not
IV's
ready
ahead.
quite yet.
Artillery is up to date. Engineering
Is up to date.
Industry probably don't need synthetic oil just yet.
Air.
Oh, hey,
Do it.
we can get the Focke-Wulf 190.
What's hilarious is how our industry is probably the best in the world, and it's struggling to keep up with all the awesome advances we're making.
No longer stalled. These were yellow, meaning that the training was stalled because we couldn't equip them, and now they're just waiting for the equipment orders to trickle in. So
and look at that that deficit beautifully vanish.
Yep.
It's gone, y'all. It's gone.
There's still going to be
Do we
a
have any
long
free
time
factories?
before we get fully upgraded weapons to all of our guys, but pretty soon they will at least all have guns. So
What's our factory situation looking like? Are they
we're fine.
using all of them?
Now, the second you said that, we're no longer using all of them. you had good instinct there.
Right. I'm just saying we could use another factory on tanks.
Yeah. And actually, we just finished another one, so we can start industrializing Ostmark. That'll last us a while. Got a lot of factory slots there.
All right. Now assign the factories. I think you have a few to assign, don't you?
It'll pop up with a little thing here.
Okay. Improved computing. Awesome.
Yeah. Improved computing machine.
Decryption. We need to know what the internet. We
them.
need to know what the Internationale and the Soviets are doing.
Yep.
That's.
So at this point, I think Romania probably knows that we're justifying a war against them.
Yep, but they foolishly fought a 4-month war, literally 6 months before they're going to be fighting us.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so we've got Jeeps we could send to this army. But they're not Jeeps, they're... whatever the German equivalent of Jeeps is.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Make sure our new divisions get all trained up, too.
Yeah, I'm only taking the ones that are already trained and deploying them.
Do it.
So, yeah, and then these guys are still getting trained. These guys are almost trained.
Man.
G42s.
What's next?
Probably want to get the Junkers.
Do it.
Kanonenvogel.
Update the Air Force. Why not? Make sure that we change our production to the new plane, too. I know it's going to take probably forever to update the Army, but at least stop producing the old stuff.
Right, yeah. We'll get a pop-up here, too, when we're producing any outdated equipment. Yes! So we can send some tanks to the to the Dutch front.
Which are needed.
Send some tanks to the Soviet front.
Look at that beautiful manpower.
I know.
So much of it still.
We are so hyper-industrialized at this point that it's just going to be a snowball.
Well, and it's a good thing we're about ready to go, because the United States is months away from becoming a problem. Like, the situation across the pond.
I'm pretty certain that when and if the Syndicalists take Denver, that's going to be the end of the federal government. And, oh wow, the American Union State...
Did an amphibious landing. Wow!
Okay. Well, we'll see how that.
You know, all events like this, they're going to make the war last longer, which we want. We want the war to keep going.
So what does Konrad Zusa do for us? Is that just the electronics concern? Because if it is, we don't need it right now.
Nope. Go down the diplomatic tree.
Yeah, let's get a treaty with Ireland. Let's send a mission to the Cossacks. Because, man, would I love some Don Kuban Cossacks helping us fight the Soviets.
Dude, yeah, we need to go all the way down that tree. That's how we're going to handle the next year as far as our focus is.
Flavor text for aid our allies. If we want to preserve our hegemony, we must ensure our allies and protectorates throughout the world are strong and loyal. Let us invest in our puppets and colonies. And that's going to give Ruthenia, Lithuania, basically a bunch of people a factory slot.
Which, considering their subjects, we're totally cool with that.
Let's see, we have more room for military factories. We can start putting some in Pomerania.
Which is awesome. And how's our infrastructure building going?
It's going fairly slowly because we're using an incomplete factory line to build it. But the more civilian factories we get, the faster that project will go.
Right on.
Yep. Why is this random guy trained when he doesn't have...
Send him to the...
We just want to fill both of these armies.
We should name these armies so we'll never get confused as to what they are. While we're waiting for time to pass, I'd keep the clock running.
Yeah, this is going to be the... oh, I can't unpause because I'm on a text field.
Dutch Army Group?
Yeah, Dutch Army Group.
Dutch Front Army Group. That makes it sound like they're Dutch.
Alright. Oh, cool. It actually writes it on the line. I never realized that.
That's awesome.
That is cool. And this is going to
Soviet
be...
Containment Army Group would be what I would do.
And then this is going to be the Crown Prince Training Army. And Romanian Expeditionary Force is already named.
We're good. And the Velkrieg Army Group would be what the second Velkrieg Army Group. The single most powerful army group in our nation, right there.
The hopefully single most powerful army group in the world.
Yup. It finally says we're superior on pretty much every front down there too.
Yeah, we're far superior to the French. Look at that.
Yeah.
Von Rundstedt. Well, the other thing we noticed when we were clicking around, the Maginot Line
is weak.
I don't know if this is an AI bug in this mod. I feel like it probably is.
Once we get decryption,
maybe
we can figure it out once we get decryption. They went in another direction clearly,
yeah,
and we should know what they are because for all we know, oh wow, we know now.
We can't see what they've completed already.
But let's look.
We can see that they are going down the communist industrialization path.
Which is probably...
Oh, interesting. So you can actually choose what branch of communism you want to
support. Let's look at them while the clock is running. We're killing time.
Orthodox syndicalism, communist industrialization, war economy and agriculture, and cooperatives.
Right on.
So yeah, they have a pretty expansive focus tree here. Second International Congress, Third International African Liberation... And then there's their air and navy stuff. Some countries have an extra row of stuff down here, but it doesn't look like France does.
Do we know anything more about the Soviets and about the British?
Let's see. We can go ahead and get our...
Nuclear theorist.
So Han and Meitner. And
that's about
next
done.
Time a research slot opens up, we will grab nuclear research. Can't be left the only ones without...
Otherwise, our power counts for nothing.
Right.
What are they doing?
So the British... Air production.
Makes sense.
We have no idea what...
Wow, that's an expansive tree. Good lord.
Look how many branches it has. Jeez. Free military factories. We've already maxed out infantry
tanks.
equipment.
Need light tanks.
We definitely need more light tanks. And we're going to have to trade for some more oil soon, too.
Al, we're going to conquer some more oil soon, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Aid our allies. Treaty with Ireland is next.
One of the following must be true. Protecting Ireland is in faction with Ireland. For some reason, we can't take either of these yet. So, do we have to invite them to our faction first? They would not currently accept. World tension needs to be at 80%.
80. All right. Well, we can go down some other focus trees.
They are an authoritarian democracy, though. So
we can go down some other focus trees until world tension escalates.
And the Don-Cuban Union... They need to be... Paternal autocrats, yeah. So
we need world tension. That's all that's missing.
So yeah.
So we'll just wait. We'll be ready to go.
Go ahead and get Conrad.
I would go...
Zusa?
Or
should we start working on our Air Force?
That's my vote.
All right. German Wallonia adds 5 air bases. We'll get the Luftwaffe up to speed.
We're playing the Who Flinches first game. Might as well beef up the Air Force and the Navy.
I agree. And we have planes in reserve, and we have free civilian factories, which we can use to build more civilian factories.
We're just industrializing the whole country, y'all.
Super hyper-industrializing right now is what we're
Think
doing.
about how awesome our unemployment stat must be.
Oh, yeah.
Our unemployment is probably like 2%.
We're putting everybody to work. Everybody.
Our unemployment's probably like 2%.
Yeah.
Next phase of our doctrine would be my my vote if we can.
I think we're already... Oh, okay. We should keep one on doctrine at all times. Branch interoperation. Good thing to have.
And we have our war goal is almost justified.
We have another airfield that we could use to start bombing the shit out of.
We need bombers. I don't think we're building any.
Let's see. Okay, and then
we need bombers, and I don't think we're building any. That might actually be something to do once our tank production is maxed out. Yeah. Bombers are a thing that we know that we're good at, and we could probably stand to have them in a modern war. Would be my
300, and we'll keep this at 300 as well.
Right on.
And then both of these air wings are going to apply to the Eastern Balkans, where we have such a ridiculous air superiority advantage at this point that it's almost not even funny.
I would start building some bombers soon, though. We don't have any.
Yeah, I don't use bombers a lot, but we can definitely add some of those in there.
Yes.
Speaking of which, or speaking of airplanes anyway, let's see. Tactical bombers, the Junkers 88A.
Why not?
Yeah.
Make sure we're...
Outdated equipment.
Yep.
So we're going to upgrade.
To the fuck.
Alright, let's trade some more oil with Azure. Oh, they're already sending us as much as they can, so... Ukraine, can they send us any more? Not really. Colombia... well, as long as the U.S. is around, let's get some oil from them.
Yep.
As long as you guys still exist and still have the Port of Houston, we will take your oil. Thank you very much. Hopefully you can use some of the money that we're paying you for oil with to kill communists. That would be something that we would support, that decision, if that was something you were interested in doing.
So what do those red exclamation marks mean? I don't actually know.
I think it just means they don't have an order. Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to just build up their preparation bonus, we could just
why don't we draw our battle plan?
Let's just draw a dummy order for now, just so that they'll build up a preparation bonus. There's a chance that it'll get intercepted and they'll think we're going to invade them, but fuck it at this point. Yeah. So that way they'll start getting that preparation bonus. We also have 10 experience here. I feel like we
could
add some recon companies to our
I agree.
Infantry. Hopefully that won't be enough of a of an influx of new troops to require us to retrain them, but
I don't think it will.
No. I'm also gonna draw a dummy order up here just so that.
Well, and I would make this not be a dummy order. This is our all-out conquer the Dutch order. That's our first step in the Second Weltkrieg, y'all.
Oh,
we're gonna,
shit.
What?
Who did I just send?
That army, it looks like. On accident.
Which are, I mean, these guys?
That's what it looks like.
This is the Romanian Expeditionary Force.
So, maybe you had some Romanian Expeditionary Force soldiers assigned to that order. I don't... The Romanian...
This is the Dutch army. This is... That's what I want. No? Okay, what's going on here?
Let them go. It's like 4 divisions. The Romanian Expeditionary Force is more than strong enough here.
Okay. So yeah, apparently we had some people assigned to the wrong spots. That seems to be what happened.
Are we still superior on that front? We're still figuring... Our intelligence is still figuring that... Yes, we are. We're still stronger than the Romanians on that front, but it looks like an overwhelming margin. Yes!
Okay. So let's...
Get ready.
Wait for the... Yeah, let's wait for these tanks to build up their prep bonus. Actually, we can exercise these guys for like a couple of days to get those regulars up to trained.
Yes! Yes!
Got the next level of close air support. finally not ahead on industry tech anymore. So we're going to start building the Kanonenvogel, which literally means cannon bird. I think that we have them assigned correctly. And we'll find out when we hit execute order. Alright, everybody just be assigned to that order.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for organization on everybody to tick up to max.
Do it.
We're going to make sure that these guys go to somewhere that they can be useful. We're going to make sure that these guys go somewhere they can be useful, such as the Russian front. All right.
And do they have a decent amount of upgraded equipment? Are things good?
They should, yeah.
Yay!
We constructed some new airstrips.
Fighter focus, probably.
Messerschmitts, Focke-Wulf, yeah. All right, so I'm going to tick this down to 3. We are ready to go to war.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Romanian adventure begins.
Clear war, conquer, potential enemies, Montenegro, Greece, Serbia.
Take it. So we know that we know that the Belgrade Pact,
call our allies
the Belgrade Pact took a whooping against Hungary.
German Empire has declared war.